Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. Right, so as soon as KT1 goes to holiday we have several massive things. Kabam decides to release Spot and also announce Relics 7 stars and Ascension. And without a doubt, if I was home at my computer right now, I would be making quite a few videos and breakdowns about this topic, and most of them probably wouldn't be overly kind. However, I'm on my holiday and I'm really trying not to get worked up over this thing for now up until the time I get back. There are several things that I do want to point out, however, and number one is the fact that Kabam tried to introduce Relics about 5 times before. Every single time community threw that idea back up until this current time, when basically everybody in CCP helped to sell that idea that if relics are coming, then 7 stars aren't, coming immediately and they're going to be pushed further back. And that was like the only way how they actually managed to sell us on relics. And I was still am completely against that. I think there's no need for it, but it's quite interesting that as soon as virtually every major content creator is in CCP, that is how they get it done, as long as CCP keeps saying that, relics. It's either relics or 7 stars, and I'd rather take relics. Well, guess what? It turns out it's both. So all that was a load of shit. But anyways, to carry on. The biggest worry currently I have about relics is the fact that they affect prestige. Because prestige translates very simply into money. There is quite literally no other reason for prestige to exist in the game other than generate revenue and make it much more hardcore in terms of monetization. So the fact that relics now will affect prestige is going to be one of the most drastic changes right there and now, and that is something that I don't think anybody really saw coming. And it's definitely going to add a massive layer on top of monetization. I'm 100% seeing new cab relic crystal type of things. And there's going to be some spin popping and chasing for those higher rarity relics with duplicate necessities in order to keep up with your prestige or in order to improve your prestige. So that is a very huge thing that immediately makes me very, very skeptical of this entire thing. Also, after seeing how they rolled out Battlegrounds, I have zero faith in Kabam's ability to roll out anything in the game, to be honest, that isn't like uber monetized. If they can absolutely shit can a game mode so great as Battlegrounds, then I don't have much faith in some good rollout of 7 stars or relics. That being said, a release of 7 stars, I think that is the one thing I personally kind of object the least. I think it had to happen at some point. And again, the idea was, or at least the idea pushed was, that if relics are coming, then 7 stars will be a bit further back. And it turns not. So all that relic crap is just extra monetization on top. I mean, hopefully at least it's fun, hopefully it's engaging. But again, as I said, after seeing them bundle so many times, and especially bundle Battlegrounds as a game mode, I'm extremely skeptical. That being said, the last thing to talk about would be the Ascension. And the Ascension mechanic, I think in theory, it can be quite good, quite interesting, up until the point where it will become mandatory. That is the biggest thing that I'm kind of worried, when you will have your 6-star rank 5s and you basically will have to ascend them further and it will just become an extra rank. It does sound quite helpful, again, initially to maybe push up a 5-star to a 6-star rank 3 level, because as far as I gather, it effectively is meant to give your champion an extra rank. So 5 stars are going to go to rank 6 now, and 6 stars are going to go to rank 6 now. And again, initially, probably is going to be quite helpful. But a bit further in the life cycle of Ascension, depending on the cost, obviously, and everything else, I'm quite worried about this mechanic as well. Even though Kabam is recording it as this great and positive thing for the players, But put yourself in shoes like this. If you have, we finally reach 6-star rank 5 level, and you're happy, you're done, right? Well, not anymore. If somebody who is going up against an alliance warrior on battlegrounds has every single one of their 6-star rank 5s ascended to the next level and are just flat out stronger. So when taken to its logical conclusion, no matter how much Kabam is trying to sell Ascension, it is seemingly going to become mandatory to ascend basically all your champions, or as many champions as you can. And that is not necessarily a positive thing for players. It just means that there's an extra rarity, an extra rank. So there's going to be an extra amount of catalysts or items or whatever that you need to acquire in order to fully rank up champions. Because now, when you take a 5-star to rank 5 or a 6-star to rank 5 in the near future, you're not going to be done. You're going to have still something to do. Because it's not going to work out as like optional extra. Oh, it's neat that we can do this. Because you know that people will be ascending as many champions and using them to their fullest. So you will have to do the same. It's kind of like saying, you know, we're releasing this one gem that gives your champions plus 1000 prestige and trying to advertise it as if they're helping you to catch up to the higher prestige alliances, except everybody will be using the gem and higher prestige alliances included, and it's just going to push the game further with no real benefit to anyone at the end of the day. So who knows? There's definitely a lot to think about. There's definitely a lot to worry about. And as soon as I get back from holidays, I will definitely break this down in much more of a detail. But the least mild thing that I can say about this, I'm extremely worried because something like this could very easily bring the end of the game. And obviously I don't think many of us want that. But I have seen huge swaths of people already, you know, heading out because of these announcements, let alone if they are implemented poorly. There are so many people who are extremely upset right now, regardless of how this is implemented, and they are leaving already. And then on top of that, we will have to possibly deal with very poor implementation or very aggressive monetization like they did with Battlegrounds, and that is bound to chase away even more people. So I am genuinely worried about the playability and enjoyability of the game, as well as the general life of the game. And I have always avoided saying the game is dying and stuff like that, and I have always used terms like the game is on decline or incline, or we're losing players or we're gaining players, stuff like that. But with this, it is a potentially existential problem for the game. So we'll see what happens. Let me know what you guys think about all of these news, and as I said, as soon as I get back from holidays, I will make more detailed videos. Meanwhile, you guys are awesome, and I'm gonna catch you guys later. See ya. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about